The Chicago Bulls have finally picked a direction, trading Alex Caruso this offseason to the Oklahoma City Thunder and DeMar DeRozan to the Sacramento Kings. The team is finally starting to rebuild, so the next name on the move should be Zach LaVine. LaVine's name has been in trade rumors for the past season and a half, if not longer, and he's a two-time All-Star. He's averaged 25 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists over the past 5 seasons with the Bulls. Did so very efficiently. Despite those lofty numbers, though, no deal has materialized for him, and no team really seems to want him. Reports have even said that the Bulls might have to attach a first-round pick just to get off of him. And I think the first reason why teams are so hesitant to trade for LaVine is due to his extensive injury history. He played just 25 games this last season, having to get a foot surgery pretty much right at the start of the season. And this isn't his first lower leg injury and not his first major surgery. Back in 2017, he unfortunately tore his ACL, and since then the lower leg problems kind of just kept piling up. In 2021-22, he missed the end of the season for another knee surgery. And besides those major surgeries and major injuries, he's just had a lot of knick-knack injuries like sprained thumbs, sore foot, sore this, and sore that. And that has led LaVine to playing just 56 games per season on average since the 2020-21 season. Of course, those numbers are slightly skewed because of COVID, but still, that's not enough. He just doesn't play enough games, and he's not really a lock for, 50 to 60 high-level games. I think the next reason why LaVine just hasn't been moved yet is because he doesn't provide much. Yes, he's a great scorer. He can create his own shot from deep, and he's very athletic despite his injuries, and he can slash all the way to the rack. Unfortunately, you just have to be able to do more today than just score the basketball. And LaVine lacks that secondary elite skill to be a true star. He's not a great playmaker, rebounder, or defender. Value only comes from scoring the rock. And even while he does score the rock well, it's not like he's a super diverse 3-level scorer. He's not a great mid-range player, and all of his points are coming from deep or at the rim. And with more lower leg injuries piling up, it's hard to see his athleticism not taking a hit. His rim attempts have steadily dropped in the last 4 seasons, and they reached a career low this season. His rim attempts have fallen off, and so has his efficiency. He only shot 45% from the field this season. I don't think many teams want to give up a ton of assets for a pure scorer whose team played significantly better with them this past season. And over the past 3-4 seasons, the Bulls have definitely been better with Zach than without, but not by a noticeable difference. The biggest reason, though, I know team wants Zach LaVine is simply just how much freaking money the dude is owed. He's going to be making $43 million next season, $45 in 2 seasons, and has a player option in 2026-27 for $48 million. That's a lot of money to be paying Zach LaVine, especially when he's probably only going to be your 3rd best player. No team wants to be playing a 32-year-old Zach LaVine $48 million. No one knows what his injury history is going to look like, and he's just not that valuable of a player. Maybe in a past CBA situation where the second apron didn't exist and teams weren't so scared to hard cap themselves. But today, it's just hard to justify paying LaVine $43 to $48 million when at best he's probably your 3rd player. And in a lot of situations, that money would just be better spent used on a bunch of role players or other guys like a Paul George. Any team that is trading for Zach LaVine has to be 100% positive that he's the missing piece that's going to take them to a championship contender. And I just don't really think he's that type of player, and I don't think many teams see him as that player. He's still good, and he could bounce back next season fully healthy, and maybe his trade value increases, but just right now, he's an unfortunate casualty of the new CBA, and no team is going to want to trade for him. It seems like he's going to be stuck on the Bulls' neck when the season opens up, and I don't know if the Bulls want him to be playing for them. They clearly want to tank, they want to embrace a youth movement, and Zach LaVine and Nikola Vucevic are just leftover dregs of a failed attempt to be good. I don't know what's happening with Zach LaVine. I would be surprised if he gets moved. Thank you for watching, and take it easy.